I'm Holly from Keto Chow, and this is Chef Taffiny.
Hello. And now we are going to continue making some fabulous recipes with our Keto Chow mixes. And this one is a savory dish. So if you would like something for lunch or dinner that's savory, we've got you covered. The savory chicken soup mix is what we're going to use for this, and we're going to also get some nice greens in there. And the nice thing about this soup is it's fully blended, so if you want to carry it and drink it from a hot mug or something like that, it's totally convenient for that. We're just going to blend it up, but you'll get a nice dose of greens, you'll get your Keto Chow, and a little kick of flavor. And we're going to have a different form of fat this time. We're going to combine our avocado oil with some nice extra virgin olive oil for a good flavor. This is a simple recipe. Oh, and the only other thing I have forgotten here is that I am going to, because, in case you didn't know, the chicken soup is best served hot, or at least warm. We don't have to be martyrs and drink cold chicken soup, unless you want to. I am going to heat some, you could use vegetable broth, chicken broth, any broth you'd like. You could even use water, but I think it's tastier with broth in there, or a stock. I'm going to heat this to boiling, and I've got some prepared washed spinach. I like to rewash my greens generally as a safety concern, but because I'm going to boil my hot liquid, I'm not going to worry about that. These are going to go into the boiling liquid. We're going to let it cool just a little bit before we blend it so we don't hurt ourselves, but I'm not going to worry about my greens being, I do want them washed, but they don't have to be, you know, thoroughly washed because they're going to be cooked. Because sometimes, you know, lately, sometimes there's some concerns around greens. I like to wash everything, and I like to make sure, if I'm concerned, that I cook everything. So, and I am just going to put my 14 ounces of broth on the stove. Obviously, you could also use your microwave. And I'm going to bring that back. All right. So while that comes to a boil, I am just going to add my ingredients into a mason jar because I'm going to blend this with an immersion blender. So it'll be real simple. I'm going to add my spinach. You could use any green that you like, any prepared green. So spinach, arugula, kale, chard. If you like it, you could use it. And then, and this is the idea behind this recipe, is to use greens you already have or greens you like, flavors you like. I have 2 scallions here, and I have parsley. You could use cilantro, you could use basil, any fresh herb that's not going to overpower it, that you like, that think of an herb you would use in a salsa or a pasta sauce that has a lot of bright flavor but isn't overly strong. You know, a whole lot of rosemary would be a bit much, but oops. That's fine. And then I also have here a little dried tarragon. Same thing, tarragon, oregano, and for your dry basil, for your dried herb, use anything you like, and you can use a stronger flavor. You could use the rosemary here, the oregano, something that has a little more punch to it. You can omit this if you don't need it, but just another layer of flavor. And the beauty of this is you could put this all together and take it with you to travel, put a lid on the jar, and just put it in the microwave, heat it up, and blend it if you have something to blend with. So if you can do that, you know, at your desk for lunch. So while my liquid heats up, I'm also going to add some black pepper to this, some fresh black pepper. Oh, where's that salt?
Salt.
And this may or may not, depending on your taste, need added salt. I'm going to add a little salt to it, most likely, just a pinch. And 1 scoop of my Keto Chow.
of it. I'm excited.
It's funny, like I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher more than, I love developing recipes, and I love making creations and, but I am not really happy unless I can like share, I want you to
Teach
see me make
someone
it,
how
I
to
want
do
you to taste it, and I know like you might look at a recipe and be like, oh, that's nice, but if we make it and you taste it, just like with the muffins, right? You saw the recipe, you're like, that's nice. Getting to see the process and getting to taste it, it was a different experience, and that's really that experiential part of it. I mean, that's what I love. I love cooking with people and showing them. My students a lot of them had never really had fresh herbs besides maybe a little cilantro or a little parsley. They were shocked by fresh dill and fresh chives, and those sort of things were the experiences that I just love sharing with people. And the simple things, or just not, I would buy every vinegar and we'd try every vinegar, and most of them had never had vinegar that wasn't white vinegar. And they'd be like, you couldn't, and then they'd all
Different
be,
vinegars taste different?
yeah, and then they'd all be shocked because I can drink any vinegar straight. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's so strong. I'm like, suck it already. So, our broth has boiled and it's nice and hot. So of course be careful, but I'm just gonna pour this in. With my ingredients, and then carefully, let's see, I'm remembering that it's hot. I have an immersion blender. It has multiple settings. I'm gonna have it on the lowest setting, and I'm gonna fully submerge it into the liquid. Do not turn it on and then attempt to submerge it into the liquid. You will have a hot shower. I'm just gonna go slow. Here. Because I still have 2 last ingredients to add, which are.
Find a different container?
Maybe. Do you want to see if there's a bigger one? Or I can put it. Sorry. You know what? Just give me another one. I'll split it in 2. Please and thank you. Real life, sometimes things don't go exactly as planned, so I'm just going to split it up so it doesn't overflow anymore. And I'm going to add the oil and the cheese and mix them in, and I'll just mix it back together. So let's just set this one over here. Take that over. Parmesan cheese, Romano, Parm, Grana Padano, anything you like. This is your soup. You're going to make it however you'd like. And then when I have greens, I like a little acid, a little lemon juice. This is a little apple cider vinegar. And I'm going to give it just a tiny pinch of cayenne for a little life. It brings the greens to life a little bit. So, do you want to just grab one more and I'll just transfer it over for so. And this is hot, mind your fingertips. And I think we did it. And now you know we're really cooking. So that's it. That's the mean green mix and match soup. Full of greeny, chickeny, hot goodness.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Recipes can be found on ketochow.xyz under the tab of resources and then the tab of recipes.